Zentangle is a meditative art form that is a relaxing method of creating abstract art using structured patterns. It teaches and focuses on being mindful and present. Zentangle requires no artistic skills. Hello, I'm SANDHYA MANNE. I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. In this channel, we talk about creating and practicing Zentangle, my own Zentangle inspired artworks and collectibles. Welcome to 31 days of Zen, the October project, Ornate Squares. It's day 2 today, and I'm using string number 2 from the template for today's project. You can join the fun by clicking on to the link www.sandhyamannestudio.com/ornatesquare and get started. So go grab your supplies and let's get to tangling now. Okay, so here we are with our day 2 string, which I just had it traced from our Ornate Square template PDF, which you can get at sandhyamannestudio.com/ornatesquare. That's the website, and you can get this template there. And for today's session, of course, we have the style ready, and then we will be working with our black 01 micron, a PN01, a PN black micron, brown 01, and a brown 05, a white gel pen, pencils, white charcoal pencil, and the stubs. So these are the supplies that we will be using for today's session. So let's get started. Okay, so I am going to start with my black micron 01, and I'm just going to ink the star here. So we start with that. Okay, so we start with Scena inside. So I'm going to start off with a curved line like that, and then I'm going to pull out my lines, consecutive lines, kind of along that point. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and add a bit of a black to give that nice weighting right here. Okay, so there it is, all done. So now I'm going to start off with my brown pen, and we are going to first ink the lines here as well. So I'm just going around adding my brown pen on the star shape here. Okay, so here we're going to do this tangle called sticks. It's a simple tangle, but looks really interesting. So I'm going to first add my sticks like this. It doesn't have to kind of match up. You can have some like, falling off like this or like that. So you can just have fun with this. It doesn't have to be properly aligned. You can have some falling off like that, and you can have all these gaps in between. So we make these ovalish shapes. Okay, so we are kind of done so far. Now I'm going to go back and add some circles like that and all those gaps. I'm going to go back in and kind of add my brown, solid brown, to fill those gaps. Okay, so there it is, all done now. Now let's move on to our third section. Okay, so here we are working with black now, black 01 micron, and we are again going to first ink our lines first. I'm going to start with a simple fragment. This looks like well, so we start like this, and so I'm going to first add circles on all of them. Okay, so now I'm going to start making my first line go like this. Goes like this, just goes like this, and this goes like this. So let's repeat that. So this one we kind
kind of worked this way. Now here we're going to work in the opposite way. It's going to be a mirrored thing. So here we're going to work like this, like this. Okay, so we're going to keep changing this. So again, on my right, I kind of pull out my line like this. And here it's going to be this way. So it's going to be mirrored in here. Like this. Okay, so I'm going to go around doing this, but before that I want to again quickly show you one more time. So this is going to go up like this, and it's going to pretty much go in clockwise, and this one is going to go anti-clockwise. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and repeat this all around. Okay, so this looks like this. Now we're going to add inner lines inside this. So I'm going to follow along just like this and follow along this line. And now we're going to follow along this. Okay, so we're going to repeat this on all of our fragments. Okay, so let's continue on all the other sides as well. Okay, so here it is all done. Now let's get to these triangle shape here, these diamondish shapes here. So we are going to again ink this V shape here. So we're working with brown pen now, and I'm going to pull out a center line like this, and then somewhere in the middle I'm going to give it a little bump like that, fill it up with solid black. So this is the Fragment L15, and then we're just going to bring it out like that, and then I'm going to make another bump here, that, and make another bump here. Okay, so like that. So we're going to repeat this in all four sides. So let me just go ahead and first ink this shape here, and then we're going to pull out a line like that. Okay, so I'm going to take my time to finish all around. Okay, so that is all done. Now I'm going to fill this section, this section, this section, all of this inner square completely black. So I'm going to start with my PN pen. So I'm just going to go ahead and make my line first. So we'll just start off with that, and then we'll go section by section and fill it with solid black. Okay, so we are going to add black and fill this whole thing up. So if you have a brush pen or any of that, that would be good too, because we will be doing a lot of black filling. I'm going to fill this as well. Okay, so I'm going to go around doing that on all the other three sides as well. Okay, so here we are, all done with black. Now I'm going to use my white jelly roll pen here, and I'm going to continue with with this, like whatever we did here. So you might want to let this dry a bit because it's still wet. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry before I start because it's barely showing up. Okay, so I'm going around adding the whites. So I'm just going over it gently, but I think it's better I let it dry completely and then go over it, so then it kind of shows up. So we got that done. And then in this section, these squares, we're going to add or a line like that. I'm going to add some circles like that. Okay, and then we are going to add spiral right inside. Like that. So I'm going to repeat this all around. We start with a line. So I want a little bit of black to show there. Okay, you can always go back on it once it's dry to give it a second coat, because usually when the black is still wet, it kind of absorbs the white, and the white looks very dull. So I would like to go back on it, kind of give it another coat. Okay, so there. Okay, so now working on this border, we're gonna work with brown pen, and we are going to do a very simple pattern. Okay, so let's first ink this border line here. I'm gonna pull a line like this, and like this on all four corners. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a line like this. Okay. Okay, so then I am going to continue with this, make my zigzag. Okay, so this should come somewhere here. Like that. So we're going to go around. I could have made this slightly smaller, but that's okay. Okay, so mine is just not even, but that's okay. So we're going to go inside and make aura V shapes like this. And we're going to Okay, so I'm going to go around adding this. Okay, so here it is all done. Now let's get to shading. So I'm going to start with my gray pencil, and we're going to go along this star, like outside of this. Okay, so I use my stub to just blend this gently. Okay, and I'm also going to take my white pencil and go over it. Okay, so all done. Now let's get to well here. So we are going to add our pencil right along that line, that first line that we drew. So gently blend that in. Okay, so we're going to do that on all of our well. So let's add the pencil and then let's blend this out. Okay, so I'm going to go around doing that for all of my wells here. Okay, so I'm going to go around doing this for all of my other sections here. So we've added pencil along this as well, and now I'm going to add my pencil along this as well, like this. Okay, so now for the border, again we're going to go over this like this. going to quickly give an aura line with black here just to kind of give it a good finish. Like that. So all done. Now let's journal this. So today's date is 2nd October 2021, and this is Ornate Squares, day 2, and we worked with Scena sticks, well, and fragment L5. So there's our tile all done. Okay, so I'm going around adding a little bit of depth or weight to the first line that we drew. So I'm just going around adding that just towards the end, like that. Okay, so there it is, all done. And now I want to also use my white gel pen, and we'll just give a quick highlight like that so that it kind of stands out. Okay, so we are also going to go around adding pencil right on one side. That, so I'm just going to add my line here, and I'm just gently blending it so it has that 3D look. Okay, so it's all done now.
Hope you had fun on this project with me. I would love to see your creations. So head on to our Facebook group, Zenbeez, where all the after party fun happens. Share your creations there and check out the works by other Zenbeez. If you're sharing your works on social media, then please do tag me at SANDHYA MANNE or hashtag Tangle with Sandhya, so I get to see your lovely works there. And I do stop by to comment. A quick note, these projects and these videos are for your personal use and no part of this can be used for any kind of commercial purposes. To understand the Zentangle method and to get started in your own Zentangle journey, check out my website www.sandhyamannestudio.com for workshops, courses and membership. Now it's time to comment, so please comment below and let me know how you enjoyed this project, because that really helps me plan out my next set of videos. Also, it's time to show some love, so hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any videos that I post here throughout this month of October. I will be here back tomorrow with project number 3. So until then, remember to breathe and smile. See ya. Namaste.